Good morning, students. Today we can study another condensation reaction, that is acyloin condensation. Acyloin condensation is the reaction in which when we are treating an aliphatic ester with molten sodium in hot xylene, it gives the disodium derivatives of acyloin, from which we can say that the acyloin is liberated along with acid. The reaction is usually carried out under nitrogen condition, or because these acyloins and their anions are readily oxidized. The acyloin condensation is a bimolecular reductive coupling reaction of aliphatic carboxylic esters. That is the thing you have to remember. Aliphatic carboxylic esters, when it is reacting with molten and highly dispersed metallic sodium in an aprotic inert solvent like ether under reflex conditions, and it will be giving the product as acyloins or disodium or disodium derivatives of acyloins, or we can say alpha hydroxy ketones. This is the name for acyloins. Alpha hydroxy ketones are otherwise called as acyloins, and this reaction is known as acyloin condensation. This reaction is favored when R is an alkyl group. The reaction is usually carried out in hydrocarbon solvents to avoid protonation. And coming to the condensation reaction or acylo mechanism, we can see that here two ester molecules are taking part in the reaction, and these two ester molecule will react with the two sodium, metallic sodium, and we can see here the electron, that is C double bond O, that is it will be transferring, or the metallic sodium will be donating 2 electrons, and we can here see that is the radical formation. Together here two molecules of ester is undergoing reaction, and two molecules or diradical is formed here. Two diradicals are formed, and these two diradicals will react with, or this will be accepting the highly reactive sodium or the electrons donated by the sodium, and it will be forming O minus Na and the structure like this, and it will be easily forming. Here we can see O minus, this will be shifted towards this side, this will be shifted, and OMe is removed, that is MO minus is removed, and RCO diketone intermediate is formed in between the reaction. This diketone intermediate is formed, and the diketone intermediate will give rise to, or the diketone intermediate will undergo a rearrangement. That is, we can see here, that is again a radical will be formed, and again the reaction will be continuing, and it will be forming a enediol, or on hydrolysis it will be here on hydrolysis NHOH. Hydrolysis means addition of water, and during the reaction we can see that here OH will be formed, and this will be shifting, or the reaction will be like this, that is an enediol formation is formed. Here this is the ene formation, that is enediol formation, and this enediol will be undergoing tautomerization. Tautomerization means shifting of a proton, followed by shifting of a double bond. Here proton shift followed by shifting of a double bond. So double bond will be getting shifted to here, this side, and proton will be, when the double bond is shifted to this side, proton will be getting shifted, and we can see that it will be forming RCOH COH R. That is, this enediol will undergo tautomerization. That is, tautomerization means shifting of a proton followed by, when double bond is getting shifted to this side, proton will be getting shifted to this side, and here we can see that acyloin is formed, alpha hydroxy ketone is formed. This is called as acyloin condensation. This is the mechanism, one mechanism, and another mechanism. This is the proposed mechanism or mechanism A. That is mechanism of acyloin condensation. There are two proposed mechanisms for acyloin ester condensation. In the first mechanism, that is in the mechanism A, we can see that the metal will react with the ester in a single electron transfer process. That is, we can see that it is an SET process, single electron transfer process, and it will generate a radical anion intermediate. That is, radical intermediate will be formed which will undergo dimerization. Here this is the radical intermediate, and it will undergo dimerization to a dialkoxy transfer process, or SET process will take place here, and it will generate a radical anion intermediate. This is the radical anion intermediate formed, and this radical anion intermediate will undergo a reaction to form dialkoxy dianion. This dialkoxy dianion will be formed during the reaction, and followed by it will be losing 2 alkoxide anion. That is, already I have told you that this OCH3 minus will be eliminated to give a diketon, and further reduction also involves the electron transfer in the same process, same manner, from the sodium metal to a diketon, leading to a new dianion, and we can say that it will undergo an enediol, or it will be forming an enediol, and it will undergo tautomerization to form acyloin. This is the mechanism, proposed mechanism A. Another mechanism is proposed mechanism is B, and in this proposed mechanism the ester will be forming similarly a diradical, and in the presence of a metal this diradical formed. That is, here we can see that this diradical in the presence of sodium metal will be forming this compound, and a monoradical will be formed, and similarly this radical will be reacting with the ester. Second molecule of ester is undergoing reaction at this stage, and it will be forming a molecule, or we can see that this is the O minus. That is, O minus will be getting attached with this radical, and the product formed is this, and we can see that here we can see the formation of an epoxide as the intermediate. That is the difference between mechanism A and B. These are also this one is also a proposed mechanism. Here epoxide formation is taking place, and this epoxide formation, after the formation of an epoxide, this will lead to the diketon. Here in the earlier case also there is the formation of diketon, but there is no epoxide formation. From the alpha diketon it will be undergoing the same reaction, that is forming an enediol, and it will undergo tautomerization to form a alpha hydroxy ketone. Acyloin condensation can be used for in the case of acyloin condensation, usually it is used in synthetic chemistry, and it can be used for the synthesis of macrocyclic ketones. And macrocyclic ketones, usually macrocyclic ketones and acyloin condensation will be used for the cyclization of carboxylic esters, and it can also be used. Second one is it can be used for acyloin coupling, that is coupling of 1,4,1,5 or 1,6 diesters in the presence of trimethylsilyl chloride, etc. And we can see that acyloin formation, during the formation of a acyloin, cyclization also will take place, and we can see the application of acyloin formation in different examples, that is the formation of diester by Diels-Alder reaction, etc. In certain cases also we can see the formation of there is in the Diels-Alder reaction also we can see the formation of diester. That is the application. We can say that this acyloin condensation it can be used for macrocyclic ketone synthesis, mainly used for the macrocyclic ketone synthesis in the presence of zinc and acetic acid, and zinc and acetic acid and cyclization of carboxylic esters we can say. And another one is the parent compound can be or this parent compound can be obtained from this 1,3-butadiene molecule, that is it will undergo Diels-Alder reaction, and this butadiene on reaction with this ester it will lead to the cyclization, or we can see that there is the formation of cyclic compound we can see. That is the application of acyloin condensation. Thank you.